I want all the flavors. I want all the flavors.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Looking down at my shoes and there's not a crease. Niggas wanna play down, I power up and I'm feeling like I'm Kratos. Silence on the blick and then looking like potato. Find something sick to do, play with some played out. Save your breath, give a fuck up what you say.
Fuck going on, man? It's your boy Flavor Pack, and in today's video I will be bringing you guys a Regen Hybrid build. But before we get into that, I do have a unit alloy AR build that I really be clipping shit with. But let's just take a listen real quick to what I have to say real quick. Trash ass nigga. Trash ass nigga. Hold on. Nigga, you can't fuck with me, nigga. Fuck out of here, you bum ass nigga. Bum ass.
I can't fuck with nigga. I just beat the fuck out you. What are you talking about? You been getting beat the fuck up. Nigga, you get one little kill, you think you fine. Nigga, stay outside, nigga. Stay outside, bitch ass nigga. I'm show you, bitch ass nigga. Nigga running around here with a self-heal build and think he the shit. Nigga, stay outside, bitch. Since you want to put on a damaged bighorn, nigga, I got one too. Let's go, nigga. I carry a 1-2, fuck boy. Come here, bitch. Come on over here, nigga. Floss your shit up, nigga. Talking about I can't fuck with you. Nigga, I been beating the fuck out you, nigga, ever since you got in here. Fuck is you talking about? Run that shit, nigga. What you talking about?
What do you want to talk about?
Run that shit. Run that shit, fuck nigga. What you want to do? You clapping, nigga. Get this work.
You can't fuck with me even if you wanted to.
Fucking trash can, nigga.
Agent out of action. Agent deceased. Enemy patrol detected.
But let's talk about it.
Now you're probably thinking, damn, what the fuck did he do? Now, this motherfucker be talking crazy. And again, I don't really name drop. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to read. But the reason why I don't really run these type of builds is because this shit is too fucking easy. And when I mean this shit is too fucking easy, example. This shit is too fucking easy. When you hand me crit chance, crit damage, bro, you already be seeing with a hybrid build, I be half clipping, one clipping people. So what do you think is going to happen when you give me a build that actually has damage? Like, come on, bro. And the reason why I don't really tap into this, you know, toxic as 1v1 culture with these rules is because the way how y'all play the game is extremely dirty. So I'm not going to sit here and abide by rules where essentially y'all are breaking them at the same time. So you know me. I am a hybrid player. That is like my base form. That is what I like to run. It is not necessarily the only thing that I will run, but hybrid builds is just what I'm accustomed to running, just because of the style of gameplay that I like to play. I like to be able to just move around and be able to give myself an extra chance to get back into a fight versus, you know what I'm saying, yeah, I can do a lot of damage or whatever the case may be, but I have to play a little bit more passive, and I don't like to play passive. I like to play aggressive. So again, my play style is more so just pushing up on you, being all up in your face, making you uncomfortable. And as you can see right here, when I press up on any player, but when I go to ADS and stand there in ADS, most players, yes, they have a lot of armor, they can stand there in ADS, yes, they do a lot of damage, but if you know how to pick your shots, at the end of the day, you're going to out DPS them over time. And again, they're not going to have the same amount of, you know, survivability to keep themselves alive. And the thing that always triggers me is that players try to say that I am trash. Now, if you sit here and really watch these fights and these engagements, I am outplaying my opponent. I am pretty sure that you guys have been peeping some of my videos. I know some of you guys aren't necessarily subscribed, but I see that guys are really tuned in and they're still watching regardless. And you see that in most of the fights that I get into, I'm just straight outplaying my opponent. Now, most people, when they fight me, they talk so much shit because they're like, oh, you're just strafing, you're just running, whatever the case may be. I'm always engaged in a fight. What deters people from fighting me is the fact that it takes so long for them to kill me. So they usually give up in the middle of the fight. And can I blame them? Not really. But at the same time, it's like, hey, you already knew that something like this is potentially, you know what I'm saying, available to exist. So the fact that it does, and you just kind of ignore the fact that it exists, and you're like, oh well, I'm not gonna run that build, whatever the case may be. Okay, if you're not gonna run it, why not build the counter to it? If the build pisses you off that bad, if you know me sitting here fighting and you feeling like you're about to get the kill and you don't get the kill simply because it's like, ooh, I did all this damage and now all of a sudden all your armor just went all the way back up. Yeah, that can get annoying, but at the same time there's ways to counter this. But again, most people aren't willing to sacrifice what they need to sacrifice to be able to counter it. They would just rather complain, bitch and moan in your fucking ear like a little fucking schoolgirl and sit here and say that, oh, you're trash for essentially running what you want to run. You know what I'm saying? And again, we were fighting for the longest time. This motherfucker ran all the way to go get ammo. All right, cool. So I picked up some ammo too. We get right back into the fight. But again, we are two different caliber of players simply because of the fact that I know how to outplay my opponent. I'm not going to sit here and play into your hand and let you do what you want to do. If you really were that dominant, if you really was that person, that guy, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm him, you know, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? You would take control in the situation and you know what I'm saying, would control the situation. But most people don't do that. They don't have what it takes. Their build doesn't allow them to control the situation. Me, I can control the situation. If I want to stand there and fight, I can. If I don't want to fight, I can run away. I can do what I did right here. Pull out the quick step pistol, reposition myself, because why? There's ads shooting at me. Why am I about to sit here and fight you in the middle, in the open, and there's ads shooting at me? I'm not dumb. So I move away, I reposition myself because I can. I control the fight. I control when you fight me, when you don't fight me. But again, people do not understand this simply because they don't have the IQ to understand it. And that is not my prerogative. Now, what you see, my problem is in this fight right here is you see this guy that's in the background. He keeps running away, but he keeps coming back. Now, the one thing that pisses me off about 1v1s the most is simply the fact that in a 1v1, right, when you got people standing on top of cars and you got people standing around in the fight, just standing around, most people, when they 1v1, what is the one talent that they use? Adrenaline rush, right? So how does adrenaline rush work? When you're near an enemy, you're going to get an extra, you know what I'm saying, 15-20% bonus armor on top of the armor that you already have. So if you're fighting somebody, right, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5 people standing around, what do you think is going to happen when you're fighting and there's 2, 3, 4 other people that aren't really fighting? They're just standing on top of the car, but you're making sure that you're staying close enough to them to do what? Trigger adrenaline rush. So therefore you get extra blue armor, so therefore you have the ability to be able to have an extra chance to stand there in ADS a little bit longer, just because you have that little bit of extra magical armor that just pops up out of the blue that you're getting from somebody that you're not even fighting. But when you're by yourself, you get fucking thraxed. So again, I'm over all the shenanigans, all the delusional stories, and you know, whatever view that people have on me. As I put out my content now, there's no way that anybody can hide behind any delusional fantasy or whatever it is that they come up with in their head about me, especially when it comes to these builds. When it comes to me uploading the content that I do, I've been doing this for the longest time. I've been uploading hybrid builds for the longest time, and people have been stealing my content. But at the end of the day, I didn't cry about it, whatever the case may be. I just move forward, because at the end of the day, I always have more sauce. This guy right here, he has openly admitted to stealing my builds. And as you can see right here, I haven't seen this motherfucker in the longest time, but what happens? The same shit, bro, because I am the fucking master of this shit. Anybody that's created what I've created, they haven't been able to fuck with me, and they can't. The only way that they can is if they cheat. They hold packets. And at the end of the day, I take that as a compliment, because it's like I really see that as like, damn, like you really see me that much as a threat. You have to do all these extracurriculars just to kill me. So it is what it is. But again, all the evidence and the proof is there for everything that I am talking about. If you scroll back into my videos, hey, nobody in this game's history has had a longer duration, a blind duration Firefly than me. I had it my shit at 23 seconds at a point in time. I had uploaded a video where I was at 21 seconds, but I never uploaded the 23-second version because I knew that the build was getting nerfed, so there was really no point in me posting it. But nobody ever achieved that, and the reason why I achieved it was because I stepped outside of the box like I always do. My name is Flavor Pack, man. So everything that I do comes in variety. You'll never just get one thing from me, right? So I need you guys to, again, understand that, and understand that when it comes to this content, when it comes to me making these diverse builds, I'm not going anywhere. I'm always going to be here. So with that being said, man, let's get ready to jump into this regen hybrid build, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this build as much as I do. Now this is the regen hybrid build that I've kind of refrained from uploading for a little bit, simply because when you combine armor regen along with the fact that you have heals, it makes you extremely hard to kill. Now, obviously there are counters to the build, but at the same time, you got to do a lot. And I would say, hey, this is an actual build. Now, if you fast forward a little bit more into the video, there is like a bonus build that was with having an extra 3 skill tiers with the event. Now, hopefully they add something in the future where kind of like in Division 1 where you had your alt, you know, you can choose which, modifier you want to use, and hopefully if they do that, that will add a lot more flexibility to hybrid builds, simply because now you can sacrifice and give yourself more armor. So now I can kind of play in that like that 2.1, 2.2, 2 million armor range and still have like 4 or 5 skill tiers. And yeah, I feel like that'll really make for a lot more diverse gameplay and build making in the game, which I feel like with an RPG shooter, that's what you need. So as you can see here, I'm sitting on 1.6 million armor with 5 skill tiers. Now, again, I can tweak this build, and this is not the only build that I have. I'm pretty sure that you guys are kind of starting to catch the MO of that. I tweak and adjust builds all the time. I can easily tweak 1 or 2 pieces and go up armor, go down skill tiers, or however you want to, put that into perspective. But again, there's always a different way to go about making a build. So obviously you see weapon wise, I'm with the bighorn with the MP7. Now I will be uploading a video surrounding the MP7 coming soon, so don't worry about that. And the quick step pistol, but in case if I'm know that I'm really not going to run and go stationary, I do have the card pistol, which that will put me at 6 skill tiers. So never negate that pistol, even though the quick step pistol is pretty much the meta pistol, simply because it gives you that movement speed. But gear wise, right now, for my people that pretty much probably already clicked off of the video because they're just like already seen the video, here are the actual particulars. Now right here we're going to go Brazos on the mask with repair skills and armor regen. Now I switched it up for this build. Most builds you're accustomed to seeing me have repair skills and crit chance, but for the sake of armor regen with this build, I am going repair skills and armor regen on every single piece that I can get, except for one. Now I still do have repair skills and crit chance on my gloves, just to give myself a little bit of crit chance, but really in reality what I'm looking for is the armor regen and the repair skills. So on the chest piece here,
Nearby agent has gone rogue.
this chest piece gives you perfectly efficient. So again, repair skills and armor regen, and on the mods, incoming repairs to max, to help maximize the repair skills, right? Help balance everything. Now, perfectly efficient, if you do not know, if you pop an insta kit or pop a kit, right, it gives you a chance of not consuming the kit. So essentially, if you're at 4 kits and you use a kit, boom, you have a chance of not consuming the kit, so you'll still be at 4 kits, even though you just use one, right? So then you combine that with 2-piece Gilligard. Now the reason why I have 2-piece Gilligard combined with Ninja Bike, because Ninja Bike is, remember, Ninja Bike is always going to pull together everything, right? The 3-piece is activated for Gilligard, where I get 2% armor regen on top of total armor and health, right? And then on Murakami, on the knee pads, I have the Emperor's Guard knee pads, where it's giving me an extra 1% armor regen, and then 20% for the repair skills, right? And then the 2-piece is giving you another 35% repair skills along with 15% skill duration. Now, skill duration, that is going to go with your chem launcher and how long your chem launcher is going to stay on the ground when you drop it, right? And I don't think I said before, on the mask, the 2-piece is giving you an extra skill tier. So that's why instead of me having 4 skill tiers with this build normally, I have 5. So that's why Brazos is kind of key somewhat in your hybrid build as well too, because it comes with a free blue and a free skill tier, kind of like with Ninja Bike. So it's like these two are, you can put this piece anywhere, but I would definitely say these two really work well together when you're trying to achieve any hybrid build. So yeah, but I know stat wise you guys are going to want to look at, again, the particulars. So again, you see the 1.6 million armor, and you see the actual armor regen itself, I'm saying at 80k. So, you know, as you seen in the clips before, I have a great amount of survivability just because of the fact that you can shoot me, my armor regen is going to come back, I can drop heals, and then I'm going to burst heal back up. And then if I'm taking a whole lot of damage and I need to recover fairly fast, I can easily just pop an insta kit on top of the fact that I already got armor regen, on top of the fact that I already got heals, and then I can pretty much get all my armor back with no problem. So with that, like I said, with the actual like heals, I'm almost at 500k, and that's simply because all my pieces aren't maxed out in terms of like my repair skills, but I'm sitting at almost 500k, 494,000 for PvP ally repair. Now, obviously, if you PvE with this build, this shit is fucking ridiculous, but, you know what I'm saying, just for the sake of PvP, that is still very strong to be able to be at 1.6 million armor with armor regen, and you can do a decent amount of heals for your team if you're not spamming your chems. And then on top of that, you got the Hive, which, again, the Hive is sitting at 180k for PvP healing. So again, it works very well together because, again, your Hive is going to give you a burst heal, and your chem launcher is going to give you that consistent heal along with a passive heal with armor regen. So it's like you got 3 heals, really 4 if you want to consider your kit, which, I mean, technically that is a heal, right? So you have 4 heals at once. So make sure you guys tap in. I will be uploading more videos soon, but let's jump into the next build. So, jumping straight into it, I'm assuming off of the gameplay, you're like, yeah, nah, I might need to inspect this build. I might need to actually try this build out because of the fact of 2 million armor with 5 skill tiers, and then really the absolute like cherry on top is perfectly efficient. Being able to just spam kits and have that chance of getting the kit back, you know, it helps out a lot because obviously there's a lot of, you know, opportunities that come about, and it's like if you just had an extra kit, you would actually be able to win that fight. But that's what perfectly efficient, I feel like, definitely does for you. It gives you that extra chance in the fight, which I feel like any player needs an extra chance on top of 2 million armor. And then, like I said, ah man, hey, you seen the gameplay. So based off of the gameplay, I feel like you definitely should check this out because of the survivability that comes with it, on top of just being able to heal yourself, heal your teammates, the incoming repairs that comes with it. You're also having armor regen, so it's like you always have this passive heal kicking in every time you take damage. So when you think about that, it really makes this build overall extremely balanced on all ends. Damage, of course, the damage you're gonna slack somewhat, but I mean, you're still at 103k. Once you go into the DZ, that is going to drop down to about 97k, 98k. But again, that damage will fluctuate because with the talent that comes on the Bighorn, um, if you stack the headshots, if you can stack it up to 25, the gun hits 10 times harder. So, you know, at the end of the day, that's kind of the only reason why I'm using the Bighorn, because it's making up for the damage that I'm missing out on. So, diving into the pieces itself, as you can see right here, I got 2-piece Bellstone, and that is for the extra 45% incoming repairs. You know me, I'm gonna tell you, you need your incoming repairs on top of having mods on both of them. Now, the rolls that I went with, just for the chest piece, and it's only because the rolls came with the chest piece, and because I'm using Armor Regen, I'm using Armor Regen and repair skills. Now, I kind of wanted to do that for every single piece, but I only did that for certain pieces. So again, right here on the gloves, repair skills, crit chance, that's what I'm always really looking for. But I have another piece put in the stash that has repair skills and armor regen, but I don't really, need that much. We're going to dive into that a little bit later. But as you can see right here on the holster, I have armor regen and repair skills. And again, I'm kind of searching for another piece, but I'm, just letting it rock for right now. I want to be able to have a blue with repair skills, but I'm just using headshot damage right now simply because that ties into the Bighorn. It's not too much of a damage boost, but again, with the stacking of the headshots, and I'm pretty sure you guys have been watching the content, you see I'm pretty accurate to some degree, so that definitely ties into that. And what's pulling this all together is simply the Ninja Bike. The Ninja Bike is going to allow you to activate the second talent. So you see me with the 2-piece of the Gila Guard, but I have the 3-piece, so I'm getting that 2% armor regen, and that is huge. And then with the Murakami, I'm using that to get the 2-piece for the 35% repair skills, and then the attribute that comes on it is armor regen, so that's like 3% right there in itself. Bellstone already comes with that 1%, and then armor and kill and incoming repairs. So I'm putting all of that together. So obviously you want to see the stats. So the crit chance is not that high, obviously, because I'm substituting the crit chance for armor regen. So you got to take that into account. But the SMG always is kind of going to balance that out, and always going to have high crit chance with that. So obviously I need to expertise like a few pieces, and I'll be right there at 2 million. I haven't really been able to farm too much, so that's the only reason why I'm really not at exactly 2 million, but obviously it's rounded up. But the incoming repairs at 103, and as you can see, the armor regeneration is at 88k. Now that's the thing that makes this build again different, simply because now I can change some of the skills and utilize different skills to allow me to play differently. But having this armor regen on top of having the hills, on top of the amount of armor that I have, which again, if I were to go back and expertise like these 2 pieces, which I'm not going to expertise the knee pads, but the chest piece I still need the expertise. So if I can expertise that and then increase this to 12, I'll be right at like 2 million armor. So like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like overall balance wise, and then if I really wanted to like overkill the build with skills, you know what I'm saying, I can go 6 skill tiers with the card pistol. So I definitely, you know what I'm saying, would tell you to definitely check this out, man. If you've checked this out already up to this point, definitely appreciate it. I have other builds, again, more PvE builds that I will be uploading, so definitely make sure that you guys stay in tune for that. I really feel like you probably like the next video that I'm going to upload, so definitely make sure you guys tap in. I usually don't say it too often, but make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.